Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Ephemeral One, and welcome back to more Death Stranding 2. Last time, well, we did a bit of cleanup in Mexico, took care of some orders, and proceeded to come back. Oh,
Yup.
another quest. Oh,
One last question for you. This one's hard. Do you think you can solve it?
okay. Assuming you depart from F1, select the fastest route to deliver cargo to all facilities depicted in a single run. Okay. Assuming you depart from F1 where we are, okay. What? Select the fastest route to deliver cargo to all facilities depicted in a single run. Okay, so basically, A. Okay, so if you start at F1 and then you choose A, so that's 11 minutes, 15. Okay, so for A, it's 11. Basically, which one would you... Okay, so 11, 15. Then it would be an additional 4 minutes. 4 minutes to B. Then choosing... Okay. Then the shortest would be the 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Then to D would be 4:15. Giving us a grand total of 15, 24, 28:30. A is 28:30. Okay. So A is 28 minutes and 30 seconds. So then if you did B, it is 8 minutes and 30. Okay. So then, again, I guess you would do the 4 minutes. The 4 minutes to A. Then the 11 minutes to C. Yeah, 11 minutes to C. Minutes to C. And then 4:15 to D. And yeah. To D. Giving B a grand total time of 12, 23, 20. Yeah. 12, 23, 27:45. B is 27:45. C is 11 minutes. Then 4:15. To D, Then I would do 9:30 to B. $9:30 to B and A, then 4 minutes to A. Okay. So that would put us at 11, 15, 15, 24 to 45, 28:45. So C is 28:45. Okay. So currently B is the longest. And finally D would be 12 minutes starting off. Followed by 4:15, then 9 minutes, and then 4 minutes, and then 4 minutes. So then it's 12, 16, 15, 25, 15, 29, 15. For D. 29:15 for D, so yeah, the shortest is actually B. Unless there's some trick to this, it's B. Okay, so like I said, it's from B you go to A, then to C, to D.
Yay! Congratulations!
Super cool.
God, I actually really love this art style, and I actually really like the fragile icon. That is, tomorrow's is kind of kooky, Rainy's is kind of generic. Hey, okay, it was a decent logic puzzle. You know.
You really don't remember me.
Okay.
That woman just...
That was my therapist.
Lucy.
Alright.
That was Lucy.
Ah, yes. She was your therapist, wasn't she?
Yep. Yeah, she was. She was also the person in the photo that Sam kept, which is interesting. Alright. Okay, let's see. What have I got on my back? I can... Yeah, the assault rifle and machine gun can go away. Custom twin rods. Yeah. A lightweight assault. The extra machine gun. Okay. The big bore handgun I like. Grenades. Yep. And might as well get rid of all the high capacities to get some fresh ones. Okay. And the floating and the battle skeleton can just go. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Just need some extra high capacity blood bags. Yep. There we go. Alright. There we go. Alright. Hmm? Hmm. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Yep. Because we're out in the snow again. Suffering because transport their cargo if you have spare... Help, be sure that... Okay. Alright.
Ooh, just the man I've been waiting for. The Metagenomis's main order is prepped and ready for you.
Thank
We'd like
you.
you to capture the timefall-resistant emu I identified and take it to her shelter. You
Gotcha.
might find the capturing part tricky, but if you're real quiet, you shouldn't have too much trouble getting close.
Or have Ebola.
This emu appears to possess certain unique temporal properties. It may well have some kind of connection to extinction. The metagenomicist might have different insights into its nature given her specialization, though. Personally, I'm hoping this might lead us to a major breakthrough. Help us out, Sam.
Alright, alright. So, capture the emu. Okay. Alright, we'll do this one first. Do the story one first. Okay. Then the only other thing I'm gonna need is a bola. Okay. Just hang it on the tool rack. Okay. And I have 90 points. At 100... I don't care about the battery discharger. Cargo grenades ain't great. Proximity scanner. Okay. Definitely like that. And the extended light windows, why not? Okay. Off we go.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Alright. Let's see. Alright. Come on. Turn around. There we go. And just like everywhere, this snow just sucks. Not really. Winter's my favorite time of year, but that's mostly because I love the... For me, it's also because it's one of those cases where my allergies aren't affecting me, and generally I prefer the cooler weather. Don't need it to be freezing. Cooler's fine. Alright. Yep. Come on. Yep. Come on. There we go. Good grief. Okay, there we go. Okay. Catching the emu. There we go. Bear in mind, snow is still precipitation, so naturally snow still does affect your vehicles to cause them to rust and take damage. So just be prepared.
Let's go!
Alright. Boing. Damn. That was a hell of a grab. Alright. Alright. Okay. So where's this emu? Nope. Yep, timefall resistant emu. Okay. Alright, let's get out of the woods here. Okay. Now, it's worth noting that I can't say I'm surprised that in a thing like Death Stranding that a creature would become resistant. If anything, we're proving that with Rainy, with Tomorrow, that biology is adapting
Okay.
to not even people are adapting not even to just
This is the spot where it was
handle
last seen.
the
Humans are
environmental
awfully fast.
changes,
This search may take
but
a
adapt and take advantage of them. Again, Rainy can heal something. Alright. Alright. Got it. Yep. Alright.
Wonderful. We've secured the animal. Let's deliver it to the metagenomicist.
Yep. Thankfully, we don't have to do... Thankfully, that's why I keep the bowler gun. When you need to non-lethally capture something, nothing's better. Yep. It's just that simple. You could try chasing it around, or just use the bowler gun. It's perfectly non-lethal, and you're going to have access to it. Kill! Alright. Here we go. Alright. Now this will be the tricky part. Alright. Sure. Yep, ain't gonna make it, am I? Well, made it pretty well. Alright. Alright. Let's see. That's Hartman's lab. There we go. Let's see. Checking overall. Ask the pizza chef. Yeah, they're up there. So yeah, from here. Yeah, simplest path is up past the pizza chef. Okay. Let's do our best to not get too close to that base, though. I know they have the dog bombs. And the truck's just not fast enough to outrun them. Yeah, got the dog bombs, so let's just try to be careful. We can blame Pekora for it. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright. Just need to get up here. Alright. You can do it. Of course. Yep, BT's up here. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make this easy. Timefall resistant emu. Triple XL. Nah, load into the truck. Leave the truck going. And leave the floating carrier into the truck. Okay. Have the lightweight. Okay. Alright. Because I could always use some more chiral crystals. I'm going to access this for some fabrication real quick. Okay. I have my level 2, so let's go with... level 2 lightweight assault rifle. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just go for 2. We'll go for 2 of them. Okay. They're gonna go on my back. Alright. So our next job, just to make this easy. Where you at? Just checking. Alright, because if they won't let you build a shelter that close to the BT area, so I'm just gonna go get grabbed.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Here we go. I'm getting kind of far from the truck. Okay, let me at least bring the truck up. If that's safe, if it's safe for this close.
Now entering chiral network coverage.
Okay. Alright. Let's go. I'm gonna get grabbed and then do the catcher fight. Because frankly, I can imagine it being pretty decent. Alright. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Over here? Where, oh where? Alright. I mean, okay, is this one of those cases where it's nothing, just basic rainfall? Gods, are they faking me out? I'm expecting a fight and they're just giving me nothing. Oh well. Alright. Alright. Yeah, we'll jump across the river, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I was just figuring I'd pick up some extra crystals and do one of the catcher fights, just because haven't done one in a while. Nice.
Gotcha.
Alright. Huh? I guess there's no catchers here. Huh.
Now leaving chiral net.
Okay. So, yeah, based on the terrain, I probably actually don't want to go near the mine. I want to go left, follow this path, and then up.
Target coverage.
Okay. Definitely don't want to go near the mine till I can disperse that. But yeah. Courtesy of Myths of the Far Future. That's a pretty good name.
That's the way.
Yep. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna have to start carrying grenade launcher or something to deal with these big things. You're right, Skeptics. Huh. I must have totally dodged the... Man, I've totally dodged the BTs. I had no intention of it. Real quick. Yeah, just follow the same level. Okay, don't need to go up. Okay. Alright.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the downside to the sticky guns is you pick up a lot of random shit that you have no intention of delivering.
Almost there.
Yep.
You're mine.
Alright. Gotcha goods. There you go. Perfect condition. Put the emo away.
Thanks for coming. I've been looking forward to this delivery. Now let's take a look.
Indeed.
What a nice treat this is. A delivery in excellent condition.
There you go.
My research is going well, and I have you to thank for it. All that's left is to connect me.
Alright. Well, we're whittling down the areas. Nice. Sweet. And EX capture grenade. Catcher. Defeating a weakened catcher by throwing an EX capture grenade into its mouth will produce a BT crystal. Like other grenades, these can be stored. Interesting.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Alright.
I have something I'd like to give you. I hope it's to your liking.
Alright. Okay, one of the EX capture grenades. Okay.
All hooked up at last. And wow, I was able to finish my analysis of the emu you brought me in an instant. Turns out it was absolutely riddled with parasitic chiral microbes. It
Ah.
would seem their presence was enough to alter the emu's temporal flow, which is probably why it didn't grow older when exposed to timefall. This all but confirms what the chronobiologist has been saying. Hosts for these chiral microbes are subject to the timeless influence of the beach. It's still unclear how this might be related to extinction entities, but it's a vital clue for solving the mystery of the Death Stranding. An
Indeed.
extinction entity has the capacity to trigger the last stranding. And if that comes to pass, the end of humanity itself is assured. Higgs attempted to make use of one such entity back at AUCA, but I know you personally put a stop to his plans.
And beat the shit out of him.
Told me everything about those events. It's anyone's guess what Higgs is trying to accomplish this time. But I believe in you. And that's why I'm giving you these. EX capture grenades are invaluable weapons that work by leveraging the temporal properties of parasitic chiromicrobes to great effect. In essence, they allow you to defeat weakened BTs in an instant by drastically destabilizing their intrinsic flow of time. But that's not all. These grenades can give you the means to summon your own BTs to attack other BTs. Should work on all larger specimens.
What?
I've prepared a few for immediate use. There's so much we can learn by studying chiral microbes, you know?
I'm sorry,
They might be
what?
the answer to treating 21-minute syndromes like mine.
I can summon BTs and make them fight
Yes.
for me.
Next time you're able to inflict significant damage on a large BT, try tossing an EX capture grenade into its mouth. Not only will you neutralize your foe, but you'll find it also leaves behind a milky white chiral crystal. I've taken to calling these objects BT crystals. If you see one, make sure you don't forget to pick it up. I say that because if you've got one on hand, you'll be able to use it the next time you encounter a large BT. The BT crystal will react with the tar and transform into a variant of the BT you captured. When activated,
What?
the crystal will summon a variant of the BT that spawned it, which will emerge from the depths of the tar. Ordinary large BTs will perceive this variant as a critical threat and proceed to attack on sight.
Okay.
While we've discovered plenty of chiral creatures that...
I'm interested. Now you got me interested. This is weird.
As their name might suggest, chiral microbes are even tinier. They're parasitic by nature and favor hosts from the world of the dead.
But
Just an amazing discovery all around. The final missing piece I needed for my research.
alright. So you do have a 21-minute
Yes.
syndrome?
I'm also a member of the 21-Minute Anxiety Association. The chronobiologist happens to be another member. We're sisters, in fact. My mother belongs to the group, too. She's a hydrologist working out of...
Oh, okay, so the whole family's
Part of
here,
that.
Derek.
We've all got similar conditions, but I'm not sure if genetics is a relevant factor. But whatever the cause of our syndromes may be, we are all trying to study the world and find answers in our own ways.
Okay, so all three are sisters. Okay.
In recent days, large BTs have been growing more active in the region to the south of this facility. It's possible that this too could be a consequence of Higgs's efforts.
More dead
If you're
people,
headed
more
that way, we'd
conflict,
better be
yeah.
prepared for the worst. Though that might also be a good opportunity to give those EX capture grenades a try. I just know they'll prove effective. And if you're interested in some additional work, I'd also like you to take the emu you brought me to the animal shelter. The staff there want to look after it, and I don't have the proper facilities to give it a home here anyway. I've posted a sub-order for this request.
Okay.
There's no rush. You can pick it up from the Thanks again for all your help.
Okay.
Sam, your next destination is the F5 East Distribution Center, which can be found near the southeast shore of the lake close by. I'm told one of the staff members there is an old acquaintance of yours.
Of
Anyway,
course.
a main order has been entered into the system. You can access the delivery terminal here to undertake it. That said, another request concerning the animal you rescued has also caught my eye. Alternatively, you can undertake this sub-order first if you wish. I leave it up to you, Sam.
Deliver the emu. It's a relatively straight shot too there. Yeah, why not? Okay. Recover backup generators. Yeah. Yep. Okay, we'll drop the emu off. Alright. Alright. Yep. Okay. Let's see. To get to the shelter, yeah.
Try to stay safe.
Oh, I'll be fine.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, easiest way. Unfortunately, the Magellan's in a bit of the way, but shouldn't be too bad. Alright. Alright.
Snag.
Using EX grenades. Earning EX capture grenades. Apparently you can instantly take down weakened large BTs by chucking one into its mouth. What's more, to grab their BT crystals, some... Okay. Now BTs... Make you throw a capture grenade in their mouths. If you're struggling, don't forget to use normal EX grenades. I introduced Tamara to VR training, now she's totally hooked. She's already racked up a bunch of S ranks in the Porter Mastery program. Okay. Yeah, I haven't done the training yet in a bit. Okay, we'll get a good idea. I'm seeing... Oh, god damn it. Of course, there's a bunch of spiders over here. Okay. I forgot that, yeah, that's the threat up here, is the spiders. Oh well, we'll make it. They suck, but they're not the worst. Okay. Alright.
Now entering chiral network coverage.
Okay.
That's the way. Wow, sir!
Alright.
Snag.
Okay. Come up a little. Yeah, we'll keep to the cliffside. Alright. Well, actually, I'm heading to the animal shelter anyway. So, come here, little guy. Real quick, cargo management. Yeah, just get this off my back. There we go. You come here, little guy. Got a new one. Alright. After all, the more animals we capture, yeah. Oh. Okay. So, yeah, definitely don't want to do that. We'll come up this way. Alright. Head further in. I'm just trying to avoid all the swarm enemies. Because, yeah, that's the major risk up here. Alright, there we go. Yep, and we're past near a road paver. Ah, might as well. While I'm here. Drop what materials I got. Okay. Nice. At some point, I'm just gonna... Oh. And you. Another little buddy. Rescued echidnas. Alright. Alright. Yep. Well, I guess we have to go back to the metagenomicist anyway. Alright. Okay. Okay. No easy way down. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, just looking for a nice easy way down, but there ain't one. Okay. And I don't want to risk the health and safety of our animals, so... we'll just look for another safe way down. Yep. Okay. Okay.
What's that one?
Okay. Yeah, this will be safer. Okay. Alright. Here we go. And lots... Hey! What the? Okay, that was something different. Yeah. Alright. Gold slime? Alright. Can I get it? Huh. Are they actually something, or? Alright. They just kind of, they run away from you. Ride coffin board. Okay, R2 to accept. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, I can... yeah, I can see the appeal. Not really my thing, but hey. I can respect surfers, but personally not my thing. Okay. Well, whatever these gold slime things are that are around here. Alright. Alright. Okay. Got some stuff to deliver while we're here. Okay. No damage to him.
Hello again. I hear.
Yep.
15 years a happy little guy, eh? Like, caught as an animal. That's great. We'll take good.
And there you go.
We'd like you to have this data for everything you've done.
The BT.
Think.
Paralyzing humans with fear and disbelief from seeing what they should not be able to. Its ability to distract enemies makes it suited for covert operations. Yep.
We're upping the amount of materials you can take from our stores.
Thanks.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Yep.
We've developed a new type of hologrenade that produces fake BTs.
This'll be
Most
funny.
armed groups are terrified of BTs, so they'll clear out the moment they catch sight of anything resembling one. Mind you, if they happen to get close enough to touch the hologram, they'll quickly figure out it isn't real. So, think, come back soon.
So don't hit him in the head with it, but...
Order completed. Well done.
Alright. Anything going back the way we're going? Nope. Rainy shelter. Nope. Okay, nope, that is going. Deliver cell sample. Okay. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, the hologrenade, the rocket box. Oh yeah, because last time we did do the road rage battle that triggered the trap.
Thank you.
Alright. Alright, 3 minutes to get back. Alright, really gonna make me wish we had roads up here, aren't you? Yeah, 3 minutes ain't much. Come on! Fucking rocks! Okay. Alright. Alright. And the course. Alright. We'll just barrel through. Yeah, the little golden slimes. Alright. So you just roll them over. Yep. Alright. Come on. Yeah, so we're not going to get a good time on this till we have roads up here. Alright. Alright. So we'll make it as best time we can right now. Because some likes are better than nothing. Alright. Alright.
Gotcha.
Alright.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Briefly. Alright. Come on. Yeah. Spiders, yeah. Come on. Go, go, go. Okay, so no, it's possible to do 3 minutes. I just took the more.
Chiral network coverage.
Yep, I just took the longest and more roundabout way. Alright. Come on. Alright. Okay. Made it. Alright. Just barely. 258.
Thanks for coming.
Alright. No damage.
This is a shock. I can't believe you were that fast.
Alright.
Thank you. You've been a pillar of support.
Nice.
You can use more of my materials now. I hope.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Sweet.
I have something I'd like to give you.
Oh. It's a golden slime keychain? Oh, chiral rodent hat. When equipped, a calming effect on nearby chiral
Don't
creatures.
freak out, but it's exactly what it looks like. This hat is a living organism. I raised it here, in fact.
I
It
see.
regularly emits cries that humans can't hear. But when other chiral creatures hear the sound, they grow much more calm and relaxed. I've actually been studying the unique noises chiral creatures make as part of a joint project with the musician. And at some point, this little guy started copying what he heard in my lab. I don't understand it myself yet, but the takeaway is that if you wear this hat, you should find it easier to pass through areas with chiral creatures. Put it on and test it out. And come back soon.
Yeah.
Order completed. Well done.
I'm just leaving that the hell be. I've always... sorry, but the living creature as a hat has always bothered me. Then again, there's always the... See, I was the sort of person that thought always bothered me. So I never did, like, the mimic hat in Dark Souls. Okay. Yep, F5 distribution center through 2 BT areas. Alright. Okay. Place in the backpack. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not wearing the chiral hat. Ugh. Yeah, it just sits on your head. Oh, that is... ooey. Okay. I'm going to be tempted to just... God, that's precariously balanced on there.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Alright.
Did you just drop some cargo, Sam?
Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay. So, floating carrier, offload. Then, chiral microbes onto the carrier. And same with you, onto the carrier. Okay. Anything on the truck I don't want to... Okay, materials, resin, chemicals, resins. Like, those can go onto the carrier. They're fine. The rest of this stuff, I'm just going to... yeah, recycle. Fabrication and management. Recycle, stuff on the truck. Yep. And let's see. Entrust cargo. Yep.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The
Okay.
delivery will be assigned to another porter. Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated.
Okay.
The delivery will be assigned to another porter.
Then, as I say, the only... yeah. Okay. Okay. Everything else is coming with me, because I'm leaving the truck here.
Come back soon, Sam.
Alright. Alright. Let's do this. Because I got to get through 2 BT areas. And I think this will just be worth it more on the foot. Because I have weakened BT creatures. So, I assume they mean the catchers. Yeah. So not the gazers, not the grabbers, but the actual catchers. The actual boss fights. And then you can summon one later. Which is an interesting concept. Alright. 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 We got this. We got this. Alright. Poor Sam. This sucks. It's dark, it's rainy, and it's really easy to lose your way. I guess I should have kept the, Yep. Alright. Alright, at least it's starting to brighten up. Yep. We'll see. So worst case scenario, I've got 2... Alright. Let's see what we can do. Thought I should have hit the first BT area already. That's why I didn't bother bringing the truck, because, Alright. Let's see. Alright. Alright. Well, geez, been nothing but peaceful this whole trip. Come on, I'm gonna feel really disappointed I didn't take the truck if nothing happens here. I've even been going in a straight line, expecting you guys to throw something in my way. Wow. Either I am an incredible navigational specialist, managing to just thread the needle between all the BTs, or... Yeah. Well, either way, it does mean that there's no major timefall effects on the containers for our further delivery, so it should arrive with 0% damage, so I guess I shouldn't complain. Then again, I spent most of the first game farming chiral crystals like nothing, so... Yep, and we do still have a kilometer to go. Okay. Yeah, I somehow got through the first BT area. Yep. And... yeah, it's okay. There's no specific way to get through, so like it might be a little easier, a little lower altitude, but that's about it. All right. Like, yeah, I can make out our goal over there. But yeah, this has been a oh, okay, they're finally gonna throw something at me. You can feel them. But my Ultra deck hasn't activated once. This entire time. Oh! Okay. Here we go. Something new. Alrighty. Nope, it's just gates, level 7 Gatequake. And nope, okay. Oh! Oh, it's the twin fight! Oh, I haven't seen this in a while. Detached cargo. Alright. Okay. It's the twin fight. Haven't seen this in a while. Okay, blood grenade level 2. Capturing. Okay. Cool. Then switch over to the. Let's go big bore. They're making a big deal of this, so this is probably a hefty mechanic. Nope. Yep. Ow. Come on. Yep. Up.
Are you injured, Sam?
Yeah, a little, but yeah. Yep. Run away, kitty. Oh, it's a triple. Nice. Yep. Okay. That's what this is. Okay. Then it's relatively weakened, so let's look for the EX capture. Wait till it comes back. Alright. Nope. Okay.
Sam, now! This is your
Okay, now the EX.
chance to turn that monster into a BT crystal you can use later. Take
Okay.
one of your EX capture grenades and toss it down its throat.
Yep. Okay, get up. Come on. Yep. Okay. So I got one. Okay, so that gets it turned into a crystal. Alright. Meantime. Yep. There we go. Yep. Okay. The white crystal. In the meantime. Yep. Piss off. Okay, the white crystal. Yep. Yep. Yeah, you don't like that. Yep. Nope. There we go.
Oh boy, that must hurt.
Yeah, it does, but that's why I'm carrying all the blood bags. Yep. Okay. Nope. Alright. Yep, run away, kitty. Alright. Alright. Oh, right, it still has a grenade launcher on it. I haven't used all my... There we go. Yeah, didn't like that. Oh, I'm fine. Yep. Love it. Yep. Yeah, they hate that. Alright. And if you're wondering why I'm moving as well as I am in the tar, alright. It's because at the end of the day, basically what these stabilizing legs that are meant for mountain climbing work amazing in the tar. Alright. Yep. Alright. Here it comes. Yep. Get around the building. Get around the building before its laser beam can hit me. Yep. Okay. Used up. Here you go. Yep. Have a second. Okay. I got 2 more. Might as well. Yep. Don't like that, do you? Nope. Okay. Alright, so that's all my grenades used. F. There we go. Yep. Yeah, this big bore handgun does a shit ton of damage. There we go. That's why I was getting so... Perfect. Mwah. Love ya. And yes, I could have used the kitty in my pocket to do it. But I'd rather save that for something a little more fun. Be nice to throw in a particular asshole's face. I don't know. Name might rhyme with Biggs. With half the charm of that lovable character from FF7. And puts us up to 7K. Alright. I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you? Get a drink in us. Not bad.
Let's get a move on.
Yep. Got a job to finish. There we go. So yeah, triple cat fight. Love it. And got to use up a good amount of ammo. So now, electrobio. Okay. Decoy. There it is. Okay. BT Crystal Bestia. Oh, wow. Okay, it does take 500 crystals to use it. But damn if that isn't going to be worth it. Oh. Alright. The goodies people threw to you. Don't need to spit in their face. Alright. Nice. Alright. They gave you some extra assault rifles, but I came in plenty equipped for it. Alright. blood grenade. Yep. All level 1, of course. If you're getting it for free, you know, you aren't going to get the good stuff. But I tend to come fully kitted out anyway. Alright. That was fun. So yeah, we now have a summon in our back pocket. So it works on Pokemon rules. Get them down to red, throw it in their mouths. Might want a Squidalkin too. So we might have to make some more capture grenades just so I have that. So like two level 2 bloods and a... Yeah, that works. And an EX capture. Alright. And morning comes. Alright. Well, we're almost there. I'll say, don't see any other goodies. Do you find it funny that the game didn't even have you get captured? You were just, and there's 3 BT Zoe. Alright. Almost there. Alright. F5. So we're looking at potentially one of the last not cities. Well, this is a distribution center, right? So one of the last knots. Yeah. Victor Frank. Does sound familiar. Don't remember where he was originally.
Good morning to you. Drawbridge credentials verified.
Was he the first distribution center, maybe?
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Yep. Oh.
Turn the block to there.
Just like that, Sam.
Alright.
Decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected.
Alright. Holmes made it home. There you go.
Sam, hey there, buddy. I was hoping I'd get to see you. It's me. Don't act like you forgot. Well, you didn't think it was Igor, did you?
Right,
Anyway,
yeah.
guess I better process that cargo of yours.
Igor's brother, the guy who dies in the start of the first game.
Perfect condition. That's what I expect from you. Where in the hell did this wayward thing turn up? Oh, shit. You just made my day. I don't even know how many times you've come to my rescue, Sam.
Alright.
Alright, it's time.
And yeah, we've seen it enough. Okay, so technically speaking, there's only one more major knot, and then it's just the cleaning up the rest of Australia. Victor Frank. Yeah. And we now have the Junji Ito suit. Oh god. I'm making the S-size cargo can be attached to shoulders. It has an anti-BT effect. Gazers and watchers. Okay. Oh god, the grenade launcher. We have it officially. And the cargo catapult.
Now,
Yep. Fearless, absolutely. Nope.
You're a real lifesaver, you know? I'm guessing you saw the tar lake out west of here.
Yeah.
That's where the settlement known as Lakeside Fort Knott used to be. Whole place got wiped clean off the map by a void out. And since that day, the tar's been eating away at this facility. Some weirdness with the currents, or at least that's what folks are saying.
Alright.
The stuff you just brought me, I might just be able to keep the tar corrosion at bay. Finally. I've shared some data with you as well. Feast your eyes on these grenade launcher and cargo catapult schematics. Both new and improved designs.
Oh?
You'll find they're a damn sight better than stuff you used to use back in the UCA. Recently, folks living here have been talking about this group of guys in red they saw creeping around. Got something to do with Higgs, more likely than not. One more thing that's had us worried these days. But now that you're here, I think we can all finally take a breath. Before I forget, got a new suit design to give you as a gift. One favored by a prepper back in the UCAs, you may recall. Try it out for size, why don't you?
How's the old equipment been improved?
Well, the grenade launcher's been configured to fire MP shells. Human, mech, BT, doesn't matter. You can use it against all types of enemies.
Yep.
Now, the cargo catapult still does exactly what you'd expect. Lets you fling containers to the tops of mountains and whatnot. However, you can now also use catapults to launch certain throwable weapons as projectiles. After launching a payload, you can use the catapult pod's integrated camera to tweak trajectory and aim for a specific point of impact. It's a way of attacking targets in hostile areas from a good, safe distance. Pretty cool, right? This stuff will come in handy, I'm sure of it.
You can artillery strike a goddamn base now. Okay.
It happened sometime after I arrived at one of the early expeditions. The giant BT showed up, made contact with residents, and boom, void out.
Yep.
Same old story. Massive void outs happen in the UCA too, remember? Maybe you don't. Chiral network coverage was somehow unaffected. But unfortunately, you know, every time this happens.
Yeah. His brother died in the intro sequence, and yeah, in the void out that we of course survived because we're a repatriate.
Something like that. I suspect it was a squad of ghost mechs myself. I heard about you shutting down that weapons factory, but arms and ammo are still finding their ways into the hands of pet. So Higgs is still stirring. We're attempting to develop methods to... And the weapon data we shared with you is... I tell you, a world where we don't need these damn things can't come soon enough. But on the bright side, we at least have some researchers who are based in Lakeside Fort Knott.
Okay.
If you're up for it.
Okay. Well, let me get moving then.
This is just how it went down back in the UCA. Truth is, you're the reason I volunteered for the advancing. I figured if I did, that BB pod you're carrying is different. Doesn't have my brother's keepsake attached anymore either. Promise me you'll never forget. He's gone. An order with your name on it. A request from a guy not far from here who spends his days fishing in the tar.
Oh.
Think of it. I believe he's one of the precious few survivors, and it's filed under sub-orders on the delivery terminal here. Right.
Alright.
Fine work as always, Sam. Now come back to this. Also, we've identified what may be a ghost mech outpost.
Okay. Good time we got the grenade launcher. Let's see. The suborder. Okay. Grab the stranded cargo and bring it over to the fisherman. Yeah, that's easy enough. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. The new MP shells, grenade launcher. Don't have the trank one yet, but that'll be sooner rather than later. Garage, yep. Okay. And customized look. Junji Ito, which makes you, yeah. A little bit more resistant to BTs. Okay. Okay. Now we're good.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Alright, for what we have, though... Yeah, go ahead and just entrust those two.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will be
Okay.
assigned.
Let's see. Used bolt blood grenade. Let's see. Use blood grenade up. Machine gun. The 2 assault rifles can go away. Honestly, the machine gun. Recycle them. The extra blood grenades. Probably. Yeah, no. Yep. Okay. Blood bag and the level 1. Yeah, and the level 1 blood grenades. Recycle all that. Custom twin rod and the lightweight assault rifle. Yeah, those are fine. This one's actually mostly used up, so we'll get rid of that. Alright. And we'll get rid of this high capacity because it's mostly used up. Sneaking boots. Still, no. They're fine. Floating carrier's fine. Okay. Yeah, honestly, we're pretty still well equipped. We'll get the big bore handgun out. Okay, big blood bag. And a fresh big bore handgun. Because if I'm going to bring out the big gun, the handgun, it better be damn worth it. Alright. We're good. Alright. Yeah, we'll just go.
Perhaps you should take a break.
Nah, we're good.
Thank you, Sam.
Alright. Go pick up all his cargo. Yeah. They're fine. Alright. This is where we're going to have to start building more monorail. Okay. Yeah, no.
Take care, Sam.
Okay. And the roads. Yeah. Because it's all based on Junji Ito's art. Okay, for right now, put it on my back. No point burning the crystals. Okay. I was trying to find a good way down, but doesn't look like it, so... Alright. Yep. Nice. Somebody already built the cargo catapult. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Just need to get out of the rain for a sec. Okay. Here we go. Alright. That's 5 of 6. I'm sure this is all BT. So... stranded cargo, and it's because it's all in BT territory. Alright. Well, it's timefall, so... Yep. Oh, and it's just going straight to the fight.
I'm not sensing any BTs nearby. Let's move quickly and grab the cargo.
Yeah, no, that should be more worrying for you. 'Cause what that means is there's a rule breaker, which means it's probably a new mission. Because there's always an exception that proves the rule. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Yeah. The second I pick up the last one, you know that's exactly what it's going to be. Okay. So hang on. On the upside, there is a secondary trick that you can learn that you didn't really figure out until the end of Death Stranding 1, which is, you notice how those buildings are all there? Well, the tar doesn't go that deep when this is a thing, when that's a thing. So, normally the tar would be unpassable. But... yeah. Don't want to use it too much. My battery, but just to get it over here. Yep. Okay, we can do order management now. Cargo management, get the floating carrier off our back. And... onto carrier. Alright. And... alright.
Sam, did you hear that? Sounded like a creature of some sort.
Of course. Okay. Alright. So now, theoretically, I could stay out of this and stay out of the middle. Oh, you know I'm not going to. Yep. I'm marching right the hell in. Yep. 1.2 kilometers. Alright. There's a BT here, but it's not showing up. Maybe a rematch with the skull? Alright. I guess the coffin might have been nice, because then I could have surfed. Nah, this is outside the chiral network, I believe. Alright. I'm sure they'll be out here in a minute. Yep, here it comes. It's probably the whale. We haven't seen it yet in the game, so wouldn't surprise me. Apparently I just got 652 from a road. Jesus. Alright. Hey Denver, how's it going? Yeah, this is bad. Alright, where's the whale? Because I'm willing to bet that's what it is. Alright. Timefall shelter. Okay. Come on. I might actually make it. Nah, I'm not gonna make it to the friggin'. This. Yeah. Come on. Show me what you got. I purposely crossed the lake just so I would see it. Oh well. Oh well. Look, if you're not gonna give me a fight, then I'm just gonna get moving. Well, okay. Let's go investigate. Hey, are those Shinto gates? Wait. Those are Shinto gates. What the hell is a Japanese gate doing in a lake in the middle of Australia? Alright. Curiosity wins out. Alright. Okay. Have a drink. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, like, that's where we're going. But yeah, there's a Japanese-style Shinto gate. Alright. Okay. Oh, nope. We hitting the limits? I'm really hoping they're gonna give me something here. Alright. Look, I'm out of the chiral network. That enough to trigger something? Okay.
Hey, hey! Bring it on!
Okay.
Hi.
I'm hoping something.
Is that all you got?
I didn't realize you could taunt them. Okay. Alright. You know what? Okay. Alright. Alright. Looks like it's gonna erupt over there. Huh. Where? Is there anything actually here? Yeah. I guess not. Okay. You know what? Okay, whatever. I'm doing the drop-off. And we'll leave it at that. Hey, I gave it time to try and scare me. Yep. Ah, well. Alright. Okay. Alright. They can do this, just short little bursts. Yeah, it's just funny there's a Japanese gate. Oh well. Alright. Alright. If nothing else, it's a quicker way to get across the friggin' lake. Oh well. Alright. Maybe there's a part 2 when we deliver this. Okay. Okay. Oh, we reached the lake in the middle. Okay. So I assume then... Yeah, there's not going to be a... Yeah. Probably best to stick to land for the rest of this. Yeah, we'll be faster on land if we're getting there. And the roads and monorails.
Give me a break.
I know. If we could run straight there, but I don't think it would work out too well. Alright. We're getting there. Okay, so these are non-functional poles of the old monorail system, perhaps? Oh well. No way to know. Alright. Ship's log. Alright. Animal shelter, don't care about. The architect. Emergency medical kits. Alright. Battery's getting low. That looks like another BT area. Yep. To get an idea, the BT areas are always basically what they're mostly about is, I guess the best way to put it is, they can put a void out that's going to put an area that's inconvenienced. Yeah, we've been out in the rain too long. Yeah, the container's ruined, which just means that it can be damaged easily now. Alright. Luckily, we're only 200 meters out. And short of tripping and falling in a really embarrassing manner, we should be alright.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Alright. Alright. And the fisherman.
Good evening, Sam.
Not the wellerman, the fisherman.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected.
Here you go, buddy. No damage.
You got it back for me. You really went out and recovered every last container. Right, give me just a moment to check the depth.
Yep, none.
Now this is nice. You kept it in good for you, getting this cargo here. Thank you so much, really. All right, use your...
Alright. Now that adds this part of the... Yep. Love it. Yeah, I checked around the lake, but nothing. RD grenade launcher. Grenade launcher loaded with adhesive MP shells, effective against any target. The grenade should stick to their target on impact. Remote detonation. Okay.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Alright.
So, you hooked me up. Cheers for that. The network should help me continue my pursuit of the Lord. Yeah, him. I wager you've heard him sing out by the Tar Lake, haven't you?
Okay.
That fella rarely shows his face, but when he does appear again, it'll be a bloody catastrophe. On a scale of what happened to Lakeside Fort Knott. Catch my drift? But it's my hope that the cargo you pulled over here will prevent. Oh, and the data I shared with you is for a remote detonation grid. Something tells me you're gonna need it real soon.
The Lord?
The Lord of the Tar Lake, a monstrous fish, legendary round these parts. I went out with some mates of mine to try and finally catch the bastard, which is how we learned we weren't dealing with a fish at all. It's a giant BT. In fact, it used to be a pair of giant BTs, and one of them was responsible for the void out that reduced Lakeside Fort Knott to a smoking crater. Our ship went down in the chaos. My mates went down with it. I was the only survivor. Couldn't tell you how I got away from the wreck. Don't remember a thing. I woke up in the company of those twins. They're the ones who saved my life. But don't think that's the end of the story.
Okay.
I can still hear the Lord singing. The other BT. It's still out there. And we've got to do whatever it takes to kill it.
Hi,
The
Ahab.
cargo you brought me from our ship is just the thing we need to track it down. I'll be conducting a detailed investigation.
Here we
And
go.
when I've got a lead on its whereabouts, I hope I can count on your help.
And okay.
After firing a grenade, you can use a switch on the launcher to detonate the shell manually. Timing is everything when you're in the middle of a fight, but you can also use this. Comes in quite handy for me when I need to drive off nosy chiral creatures. You should experiment.
Okay. Well, I gotta get going.
Cheers for the help. The Lord of the Tar Lake is a threat we can't afford to ignore, so I will need your assistance, and I'll update you when I know more. Until then.
Okay. So, not immediately. Eliminate. Nope. Oh, okay. All the floating BTs. That's fine. And then back to F5. Okay. Well, we'll get rid of the floating BTs while we're here. And fabricate equipment. Just do a basic machine gun. And let's get a basic grenade launcher too. Okay. On my back. Alright. Yep. Not a big deal. Basic machine gun should be more than enough. Yeah. It's got the highest ammo capacity, so should be fine.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care.
Alright. Nice. Okay. Yep, there they are. Alright. Yeah. Time to do some popping. Yep. At least the floaters are fairly obvious. Alright. Nice. And go. Yeah. There we go. Alright. Okay. I got some blood grenades, don't I? No. Okay. Alright. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. Love it. Well, there we go. Oh, that was simple. Alright. So, microbe samples. Well, offload the floating carrier. Nice. Alright. And that's all those. Alright. Just gotta bring those back. And a good payout here. There we go. Okay, nothing major that way. And yeah, just one more chiral crystal, and we're on our way back. I guess people like using the tar gun on the floaters because it's free ammo, but eh. Oh well. Alright. Yep, ran back. Just thinking if I want to do... Alright. Just wonder if I want to head back. Or maybe do that fight. See if I can't get a another capture. Oh wait, I didn't build any of them. Never mind. Okay. Just get back to the fisherman. Alright. Oop. Ow.
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility.
Thought I heard something say, haha, make it stop. Alright. There you go.
Hope you're not working late just because...
Nice.
How in the hell did you accomplish this? That's superhuman strength. I've been waiting forever for this cargo to show.
There you go.
I've
And we
made
got...
progress in my work thanks to you.
Backpack cover! And prevents it from becoming dislodged due to heavy falls or other such impacts. Cargo will be not protected if stipulated capacity is exceeded. The cover will be rendered useless if destroyed. Nice.
You need more materials, am I right?
Alright. So, grade increase gave us enemy vitals indicator. Yes, want that.
It's a cargo cover designed for use with a backpack like yours. You can use it to protect your deliveries from the degradation caused by timefall. And if you happen to take a bit of a tumble, it'll prevent. Of course, there's a limit to how much cargo you can shield with it. And important pieces take priority, obviously. No doubt you'll have plenty of those, so be sure. And just so you know, I'm making progress. I've finally been able to access the observational records from that. It seems the Lord doesn't usually emerge from the depths for one and all to see. I'll review the historical. Thanks again.
Okay, so this is a pain in the ass BT that's gotten very specific. Triggering conditions. Okay, well we have to head back to F5 anyway, so... Okay, on the carrier. And do I make a cover? How much is it? Wow, that's an actually surprising amount of chiral crystals, sure. Might as well. And APAS. There it is. Yep, enemy vitals. So now I know how much HP they have. What am I thinking of? Okay. Nah, we're good.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Alright. Okay. So if I auto arrange... There we go. Saw that under the cover. So the actual order's under the cover. Alright. Now I gotta take the long way back. I'm a little tempted to try and go for another fight. Get some more chiral crystals, but... yeah. Because I do have a couple of weapons on me now. Nah. Nah, we'll just keep moving on. Because next up is a story bit I imagine is going to actually... They're going to say, well, we found their base, another factory. No shit. Alright. Alright. So yeah, taking advantage of the cover. Alright. Southwest, south. Yep, we'll make it. Shed 1. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, as nicely positioned as that zip line is, I don't have anything else to connect to it. So, We're getting there. Yep. Got a kilometer to go. Yep. Alright. Admittedly, I'm genuinely curious if there's going to be a third area. I don't think there will be. I think this is... Or at least a third area that won't be... It'll be short, but it'll be very intense, I imagine. Because this area, this entire map for Australia has been amazing. And is amazingly well designed. So we'll have to wait and see. Alright. Now, what continent would they go after next? Maybe Western Eurasia? That would be kind of interesting. Oh, no. Put on backpack. Didn't mean to take it off. Alright. But yeah, I could see... Maybe if they did, there's... You know, it's cut off somewhere around... You know... Yeah, I wonder what... Western Europe might not be the worst. Or... Maybe look to throw us all off and do something like... Well, I mean, the argument that New Zealand might be if we're doing Australia, New Zealand might be the final stretch. I could see that. Maybe... Yeah, like, if they were gonna dedicate a whole game to it, I could see them doing South America, but... South America is so large and diverse. Like, that's where when we started seeing that they were going to have flooding and, you know, rain, fire, that kind of thing. Blog show us, thanks. Making progress with the log announcing an idea of what happened when the Lord of the Lake attacked. One thing that's clear is I owe my life to my friends. When they fell off the ship, they drew the Lord away from the ship. Ah, okay. The Lord of the Lake went after my mate. Straight after that, the ship got caught in the tar currents and was dragged straight to the bottom of the lake. The ship was smashed to bits as it sank in the tar when I got thrown overboard. One thing I'm curious about, though, is why all the temporal atmospheric readouts from that moment are so skew-whiff. Skew-whiff. There's no rhyme or reason to them. At any rate, okay. And of course, yeah. I sent you some designs, see they gave you. You can use this pattern. Why only Junji Ito? Because, of course, like I said, he just keeps using everything. Hideo is literally just throwing shit that he likes in his games. I don't have any major problems with that. Alright. And I'm up to 133,000 likes, so... Yep. People are using my stuff, giving me even more. Almost there. Alright. Alright. We'll drop this stuff off and then we'll go on the ship and see what's up. Got some goodies. Alright. I know. But we'll be alright. Yeah. Don't know that number. Alright. There you go.
Doesn't look too pretty outside. Appreciate you working in this weather. Wait a sec while I check the order details.
Alright.
Superb delivery, as always. Good stuff. I tip my hat to you, sir.
Okay, so let's see what we get.
You've been a true friend, Sam. That's
The
why I
absolute
have these.
boots. Alright. So the combination of the tough and... Okay. Nice.
I'm increasing the materials allocation for you. You'll find that there's a good...
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Nice.
Absolute boots are sturdy as hell and boast exceptional grip. They also excel at absorbing impacts, so you ought to take less damage when landing from a long fall. You might find them a bit heavy though, so try them on for size first. I hope you get a kick out of them, if you know what I mean. So you know, we're thinking of making some improvements to existing weapon systems.
Love to hear
Feel
it.
free to lend us a hand if you're interested.
Oh. Is that an actual...
Well done.
Now, is that an actual thing? No, you don't have any orders. That's just a heads up, this facility will have that. Okay, well, we'll stick with the absolute boots. So, no, less noise suppression, but... Well, portability's fine. Attack power goes up. Terrain traversal helps. And the durability and impact absorption, of course. Okay, so they're still noisy, though. Considering how much we gotta go up and downhill. Let's see. You know what? Yeah, swap them. And then we'll just recycle the old ones. Alright. So they're a little heavy, but should make it easier to move around.
Take care of yourself, Sam.
Alright. Alright. So let's get on to our next moving on. Oh yeah. That's gonna make getting around on the map a lot easier. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Let's go get some rest. So many dead apples.
Sam,
Yeah.
But the one good one. It takes a lot of failures to make a right one. Okay. It's almost too pretty to not tea. It's kind of a moment of, she finally did it. Alright. Alright.
Sam, based on our latest assessment, we know where the Ghost Mech base can be found.
Sounds good.
Access the G3 Magellan's delivery terminal and accept this main order. I'll brief you on the details after that.
Okay. So we found what we're looking for. Alright.
Another order already? You're a very busy man, Sam.
Sam, been a while since you had a proper shower, wouldn't you say?
It would seem that tomorrow's grown more adept at wielding her powers. All that practice manipulating the temporal properties of apples has helped her to gradually refine her technique. And now she can treat you to the literal fruits of her labor. Perfectly ripened ones, no less.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we can go take a shower real quick. Doesn't hurt.
Bye, Sam.
Hot shower? Yeah. Yeah. That has to feel good, though. Alright. Nice. At least we're not sunburnt. Alright. Nope. Baby gonna show us something. Lou gonna show us something else. Okay.
You're wearing my scarf. You're wearing my scarf.
You saw his face too, didn't you?
Yeah, Neil.
It was him, Neil Vanna, I'm certain of it. It
Yeah.
clearly wasn't a memory of yours. Was it some thought of Lou's lingering in the pod? Hold on. Lou was assigned BB-28 serial number 4 years ago. But Vanna died in a void out 11 years ago. It doesn't add up.
Meaning what? That it was his memory we just saw?
He and Lou must be connected. How?
Well, is Neil his dad? Is Neil his actual biological son? Child, rather? We never knew Lou's actual gender. Like, we assume male, but...
Sam, the data you secured for us at the weapons factory earlier has proven invaluable. With it, we were able to continue our investigation and succeed in locating fabricators with similar specifications. I'll brief you in depth as you review the map. Accept this main order from the delivery terminal in order to proceed.
Alright, let's see it. Exact data from a ghost mech fabricators and destroy them. So another factory smash. Smash and grab.
Okay, Sam. The facility we've identified is here. An abandoned factory south of the F5 East Distribution Center.
Okay.
There are operational fabricators inside. More than you had to deal with for the previous order, in fact. And to make matters worse, it seems these ones are configured to produce ghost mechs.
Of course.
Higgs is likely pulling the strings at this factory too. So with that in mind, your main objective is as follows. Eliminate both the ghost mech fabricators and any hostiles you encounter on site. In addition, each fabricator contains vital data that we need you to retrieve and deliver to the Magellan.
Gotcha.
By analyzing it, we hope to gain insight into Higgs's activities and future plans. Tarman will give you the device you'll need to extract the data before you head out. For now, consider the route you wish to take.
Okay. I mean, basically just come down here and ride it out. Okay.
Sam, you'll need to take this ring terminal expansion device with you again.
Yep.
Make sure it's in your possession whenever you attempt to access a ghost mech fabricator on site.
I'll just leave that in my
If you have
pack.
it with you, it'll automatically extract data from the fabricated terminal while simultaneously destroying it. Once you've disabled all fabricators, return to the Magellan with the device and submit it for processing. We'll handle the analysis on our end like last time. Remember that it contains special components that can't be reproduced by printers. Take every precaution to ensure you don't break it.
Yep. Okay. So that goes in the backpack. Then, let's see. Fabrication. I have... Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to keep the 2 blood grenades and the capture. Then I have a grenade launcher. Okay, the shotgun level 1 I can toss because that's... I'll keep the machine gun. Got the grenade launcher and the big bore. Okay. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Yep. Okay. Don't have enough chiral crystals to do the EX capture, so just these 2. Alright. Okay. Just trying to think. Cargo management. Might toss the floating carrier. That, honestly, I'm just going to recycle that shotgun. Okay. Yep, we're good. Yep, we're good. Alright. And off we go. There we go. Well, we'll come back. Okay. I'll say, yeah. With the new boots and the stability legs, yeah, we'll be able to just cruise straight through. Alright. Why not?
Let's go! Hell yeah!
Nice. Nice. Love it. Alright, and remember, this is a search and destroy mission, so I ain't gotta worry about much. Alright. Here we go. No need to be subtle. Yeah. Not seeing much in the way of motion. This one a bigger trap than the last one? Like, I'm not seeing anyone. No BTs. This looks like an old air hangar that got repurposed into a factory. Okay, there's some. Alright. Gate quick. Alright. Okay. Ghost mech produced. And on the job.
Sam, I've got a bad feeling about this. Like something seriously big is waiting for us. Stay on your guard and proceed with caution.
Alright. Yep. Lots of crypto buyouts in case you get shot a lot. Okay. Can't see much. Well, at least the motion tracker's picking them up.
I see now. They build ghost mechs in this facility.
Alright, let's take the high ground first. We'll smash everything after we've destroyed all the current residents. Let's call them that.
Sam, the ghost mech fabricators appear to have been activated. This could get very bad very quickly. We need to destroy them as soon as possible.
Okay. Okay, so the... Okay. So this is a potential situation of there's infinite enemies. Okay. There we go. Yep. Okay, so this is a timing thing. Alright, so you're on the clock.
One less fabricator to worry about. And we've secured its data too. There should be 3 fabricators remaining.
Yep.
Keep the ring terminal expansion device safe and proceed to the next one.
Yeah, they're looking for me. Okay. Alright. Yeah, nice to see their HP now. Got him. Yep. Alright. Nah. Alright. Okay.
Great work, Sam. Only 2 more fabricators left to disable. Let's move.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, you're the nasty one. Okay, you're one of the ones I needed tomorrow to help with. Okay, so I need something a little heavier. There we go. Yeah, no. Okay. Nah. Yep. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Those are the heavy ones I'm not gonna be able to touch. Okay, there's one. Switch over to the shotgun. Wait. Yep. Yep. There we go. Yep. Alright. Love the time slowdown. Alright. Yep. Yep. Get it? Come on, come on. They're terrible shots.
Just one more fabricator to go.
Nice. And there. Yep. 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 Alright. Okay. Alright. Yep. Got him. Love it. Okay. Hack and destroy, hack and destroy. Got it.
Great job, Sam. All fabricate.
Okay. Alright. Now let's have some real fun.
And we've extracted invaluable data as well. We just need to mop up the remaining ghost.
Yep. Yep. Alright. Yep. Alright. Get out of it. Yep. Yep. That's what I love to see. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. Fuck you. And fuck you. Who's left? Over here. Oh, yes. That it?
All ghost mechs and fabricators have been destroyed. All that remains is to take the ring terminal expansion device with the extracted data back to the DHV Magellan for processing.
All right. Oh, that feels so good. Okay. All right, let's get back. So yeah, now I know the trick to those guys. Oh, and the fact that they can drop that beauty. Well, good to know for the future. Turning your enemies' weapons against them is usually one of your best strategies. Alright. So yeah, this was a case where they had infinite reinforcements, so you had to be quick and efficient. Makes sense. Oh. All right. Okay. Alright. Be there sooner rather than later. Yeah. And the mechs, they're not so bad. And this is where the data gets sniped off of us. By Higgs just before we reach it, right? Before we reach the Magellan. Or they get ambushed again and tomorrow ends up helping us save us. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's cold. So we're losing stamina fast. I'll probably have us take a nap anyway after this. But yeah, this is a nice example of just how rough terrain would normally be kind of a problem, but with these boots and the stabilizer legs, you can just turn it into nothing. So it's a question of what kind of place you are. In the desert, obviously you'd want the boots legs. In a firefight, you want the fight legs. Yeah, the right tool for the right situation. Alright. We're getting close. And there's someone with a coffin again. Alright. And we made it. Let's see it. Alright. Damn, it took 30% damage. Damn it, we got it shot more than I would have liked.
It's good to... Now it's...
A rank.
No problems with this cargo. Tarman's analysis should proceed without issue. Thanks, Sam.
Yeah, 5% or less. I should have... Oh well. Shouldn't have been shot so much. Yep, lots of combat.
Our analysis of the data you extracted for us has yielded detailed records of deliveries to the factory. It seems both the materials used to manufacture those ghost mechs and the routes used to transport said materials were the same as those utilized by APAC. This indicates that APAC was likely involved in the production of these mechs.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, could this possibly mean that Higgs and APAC are working together? We should watch what we say around the president.
Yeah.
We'll need to proceed carefully with our investigation. If APAC and the president did indeed have a hand in these activities, the security of our operations is entirely compromised.
Yep.
One more thing, Sam. Some of the data we received concerned ghost mechs outfitted with rocket launchers.
Yay!
You didn't encounter this type within the factory, but it's possible. We need to prepare countermeasures for the DHV Magellan with all due haste. There's a specialist who can help us in South Fort Knott, just beyond this mountain.
Here we go.
Putting F6 on the grid is one of our objectives anyway. For now, we'll make preparations. You should head to your private room and try to get some...
Alright. So, the president of APAC might have been helping Higgs. Huh. Somehow I'm not surprised. Okay, get up.
Sam,
Alright.
this is Charlie.
Yep.
Another assignment is now available for processing. Pick up this main order by accessing the delivery terminal at the F5 East Distribution Center.
Alright. Let's use the bathroom. Get cleaned up. Alright. Alright. Then let's get going. Let's see. Alright. Alright. do this main order. Ghost mechs are added to VR training. Nice. Sam, thank you for always supporting me. Aw. Alright. Let's see it. Alright. Maybe I want to take a truck for this one, or a bike.
Perhaps you should take a break.
Nah, I'm alright.
Oh, hey there, Sam. Now, your next main order is ready and waiting. But I should mention there are some special considerations.
Like?
For one, the cargo container will start leaking toxic
Oh, it's a
gas
bog
into its
transmission. Okay.
This run is going to involve a hard trek up some snowy mountains, too. So make sure you're well and truly prepared before heading out.
Yeah, I'm already good
The
there.
adventurer you're delivering to travels the continent to try and solve the mysteries of the Death Stranding. You gotta respect a man putting in that much work. The cargo you'll be taking in is related to his latest. I'd appreciate it if you helped out, not just with. Don't let us down.
Yeah. Okay. Hazardous on the snowy peak. Yep. Okay. To the adventurer. Alright. Alright. I mean, this is one of those. There's no easy route here. Yeah. It's not like I could come down here. Theoretically, I could come down here and then climb up, but that's unnecessarily long. So I'm just gonna. Yeah, we're gonna mountain climb it. Let me guess. Warning. Balance, periods of heavy timefall, snow. Okay. So yeah.
Commencing route creation.
So if I went, actually, that's looking about the nicest. It's the hardest uphill, but yeah. Yeah. Then yeah, and then it's just straight downhill. So it's what? It's about 2 kilometers, and that's about the smoothest. Yeah. Okay.
This cargo has been designated hazardous.
Fog
The
warning.
container encasing the cargo may release noxious gases if damaged significantly.
Okay. Unload and put on the cargo carrier. Anything else? Oh, blood bag can go. Yeah, 2 of the high capacities get recycled. And Bulka skeleton, absolute boots. Okay. Yeah, no, they're good. Yeah, this is mostly just a on-foot challenge. Actually, with it, I'm a little tempted to go for one of the 3 wheels. High speed, performs well in perform wheelies to rough terrain. Oh, what the hell? Vehicle customization, armor components, yeah. Additional armor, and some extra batteries. Okay. And decal. We'll go with fragiles. And anything else? Take from garage, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's the other thing. Color. Main color is dark blue with black for highlight. Okay. I love it. Save design. Alright, let's hit it.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Alright. Alright. And Bog is dangerous because Bog is one of the few things that will cause you a game over.
Do you have a moment, Sam? I was wondering if you'd noticed Hartman doing anything
Okay.
strange lately. Sending odd mails, sleepwalking. You know I'm not the kind of person who enjoys spying on her colleagues. But when I finally decided to check the surveillance cameras, there he was, wandering around at night. If you see anything out of the ordinary, don't hesitate to contact me.
Alright. Well, remember, he's also... They might have him by the balls. Where it's a case of he's basically... Well, his heart is literally in a container outside his physical... outside the rest of his body. He may have no choice. It may not be actual betrayal so much as just... He doesn't have a chance or choice to voice any opposition. Okay. So yeah. We can just go left and yeah, climb up there. Yeah. Okay. Because Hartman himself probably wouldn't betray us, but there might be more to it. Or he could be betraying us. Yeah. Alright. He might be able to do this with just the trike, because the trike has good four-wheel drive. So, it's actually really good at climbing up mountains. And it's maneuverable, so it can get through a bunch of the smaller passages. Yeah, so we're aiming for A2. And this is a long distance. Not immensely long, but long enough. Huh. Yeah, the trike's doing pretty well. Another less than 100 meters. Alright. A2. Because, yeah, the easiest way to reach this place looked like it was going to be go up above and then ride down. And I can live with that.
I can't see a thing. Proceed with caution.
It's fine. That's why we flag the map. Okay. So it gets a little...
White. Zero visibility.
But that's why you have this. Just use it like a sonar ping. Up over the hill. Alright. A3. Yep. Alright. Alright. Very gently. Yep. Alright. Okay. Okay. Careful. Careful. Okay. Perfect. Less than a kilometer to go, and it's all downhill. Oh, shit. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Okay. Well, how much damage did the bog take? Meteorite, 35%. Yep. Oh, well. Well, that drop was kind of rough. Honestly, I expected it to kill us, so... Yep.
We're in a whiteout.
Yeah. Alright. Yep. It's kind of tempting to kill yourself just to get a better percentage, but I'll just take the hit. Alright. Alright. Yep. And we're clear. Nice. Alright. And we can pump up the speed a little. Yeah, we're good. Then checkpoint. Alright. Yeah, we made a pretty good time.
That's the place, huh?
The adventurer. Huh. And his son. Okay.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected.
Oops.
Usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Yeah. That's my bad. I fucked up. 12%. So an A rank's the highest I could hope for.
Hello, and thank you for stopping. You've brought something for my father, right? Can't say I know what value this cargo has, but
Yep.
there don't appear to be any major issues with the cargo. My father will be relieved.
Okay.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
And where is your father? Is that...
Thanks again for the delivery. You came to connect us to the Cairo. Sorry, but... And right now, there's no telling when he was coming home from a long trip up north and got as far as the snowy mountains nearby, but I was actually hoping someone... I'm certain he's still alive, and since no one else is... I hope...
You're a little too passive, man.
You can accept the...
Yeah. Take on the order. Scout the world. Yep. Going for it. Real quick. Get rid of all the markers. Thank you. And yeah. Okay. Nah, load on the backpack. Okay. Alright. Okay. I'll leave the bike here. Yeah, it's less than a kilometer. It's just high mountains to get through. Okay.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Yep, snow's gonna eat through our stamina pretty quick, so let's try and get this. We don't have the ability to print what we needed, which was the shoulder heaters, but... I think they stopped giving it that to us, because we aren't going to be in the snow as long as we were in Death Stranding 1. Potentially, anyway. So we'll just have to wait and see. For now, I imagine I'm going to have to grab him and drag him back. So for now, let's keep looking. Alright.
Gotta stay warm.
Yeah, keep moving, dude. Does that. Yeah, the more you move, the warmer you'll stay. But damn if it ain't hard work. Okay. Alright. Yep. Only another 500. Yep. We're up pretty high. Alright. So, another ladder if we need it. Which might come in handy. Alright. Alright. Yep. Still in Australia. Yep. Just gotta get... But we don't have... Unlike Death Stranding 1, we don't have the little heater options. So... Yeah. Alright. Alright. Cargo lost, animal... Okay. Alright.
So the adventurer was in this area when he last made contact with his son.
Yep.
See any sign of him, Sam?
Not yet. Let's see. No, not seeing anything. Can't see much of anything though. Turn the light on. See if that don't help a little. Alright. There he is. Nope, that's just a rock formation. Okay. Thought he... Okay. Figured he'd be hiding from the wind, like against the rocks. Any sign of him? Alright. Somewhere around here. Okay. Oh, There he is. Just caught the outline.
What do we have here, sir?
Alright. You slip and
A
fall?
relief. He's still breathing.
Okay.
You can put him in a protective bag and carry him home. You know, he looks familiar somehow. Didn't we save this man once before?
Okay. So, real quick. Cargo management. Offload the floating carrier. Now everything on my back goes in there. Okay. Not even that. And pick him
Right
up.
then. Let's hurry and take him to his shelter.
Okay. Alright. Get a drink. Alright. Alright. And bodies are the harder thing, one of the hardest things to move around, because they shift and flop. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Yep, we found him. Now we just gotta get him back. And the adventurer was working with... Oh god, the dowser. That's right. Oh, my cruise... My bike got damaged. Oh well. Yeah. I didn't bring the bike because I figured mostly... yeah. Because I figured you wouldn't be able to throw him on the bike to bring it, so... yeah. Alright. Oop, 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 oop. Yeah, that fucking hurt. Okay. Get me one of the... climbing anchors. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Come on. Potential gate quake, of course. Alright. Hold steady. Alright. It was only a 5. Okay. So I'm here. Okay, so we're really well off to getting down to... yeah, getting back home. Okay. Real quick. Alright. Okay. Climbing anchor. Alright. Down we go. We can do this. Oop. Yep. Nice. Alright. Alright. Nice. Okay. Alright. 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 whiteout conditions, but we should be relatively alright. Patience by Low Roar, huh? Yeah. We're showing it. Alright. Alright. Okay. Last climbing rope. Nah, we don't even need it. Okay. Alright. There we go. Alright. Let's get him home. Get him some rest. Biggest thing this man needs? Yeah, because this is now, we saved him from being captured by the survivalists earlier, and now we saved him from off a mountain. Calling himself the adventurer, huh? Alright. Alright.
Good evening, Sam. Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Yep. Alright. There you go, buddy. No damage. At least no damage that we did. Put him on the cart.
Oh, I knew I was right. I need to assess his condition right.
Yep.
He's doing better than I expected, actually. Should be back to normal with a good night's sleep.
Nice.
You've been a true friend to my father said it's okay, so...
Alright. Yep. Getting us there. Yep. Nice. And the climbing gloves. Punch powers increase. They also are effective against mechs. They also recover nearby cargo. Interesting.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Nice.
Connection confirmed. Seems to be working fine. Thanks for that. I'll have my father take a look at the car, but knowing him, people have given him a nickname. The Adventurer. He takes it a bit too far sometimes, but it's not like he would stop if I asked him to. Anyway, as my way of saying thanks for tracking him down, I've shared a schematic for climbing power gloves with you. They can help you climb steep slopes and grab cargo more easily, but don't take my word for it. Try them on for size and you'll see.
Alright. Okay.
They strengthen and enhance all movements you perform with your arms when worn. They make climbing steep hills less taxing. Even the simple act of picking up cargo is faster and smoother. You can also use them to draw cargo towards you from a short distance away, so you can grab it.
Nice, so they're magnetic.
Much harder as well, and keep your balance. My father told me that he came up with the whole concept with the help of some people he met on one of his journeys. Said it was based on some stranded cargo or something. I'm afraid I don't know much more than that, but I do know my...
Alright.
Yeah, he disappears without... And there are times like this where he doesn't come. That's why I have to impose on people, like, one day you'll understand, he tells me, like, that's...
Alright.
Thank you again. Good luck.
Alright.
Appreciate it, Sam. You should get plenty of rest. Frostbite can be serious. Yeah. Another thing. We need to come and see me when you get...
Alright. Alright. How bad's the bike? Can I at least get it back on the Magellan? Yeah, it's in rough shape, I can say that much. Alright. Board the Magellan. Okay. Alright.
Let's get a move on.
Yeah. Let's see how bad this is. His name is Neil. Neil Vana. Oh. Wow. All reds. Bravo. Tired? Oh no. All right. All right. Get some rest. All right. And jump scare. Okay, no Hartman in our... What was...
Sorry.
Alright. And of course the cat. His insurance policy never far from him. What he never did specify what that is. A backup heart? A synthetic one? Oh no, I was gonna say, is it's specifically my bike I summoned is gonna ruin the cutscene, or no?
Hey, Sam. Long time no see.
Mm-hmm. Dead man?
It's me, your old pal, dead man. Dead man. Sorry if I gave you a scare. While Hartman is off conducting his near-death excursions,
Hartman
I
is
am
dead.
borrowing his body. My soul is normally confined to the beach, but for 3 minutes, I get to be here.
How's that possible?
Because he has my heart. Tell me that. My parting gift to Hartman, yes. Per his request, I bequeathed it before departing on my one-way trip to the beach. He put so much stress on his own that it had grown quite weak. If and when it failed, mine was meant to serve as insurance.
But it allowed him to control him.
But as you can see, he appears to have become rather attached to my heart. His finger never far from the proverbial on switch, which is why I've been able to assume control of his body. Come here. It's good to see you, Sam.
One of the few people Sam learns to trust.
I told you in Mexico that someone had falsified BB-28's records. But in truth, it was yours truly. My intention was to leave no trace of a second BB-28 or of Lou. I wanted you to be free to live your lives, unburdened by the past.
I know, you will.
But then, well, everything changed, didn't it?
Higgs.
You lost Lou. I needed answers to make sense of it all. So, I decided to access the network servers from within the beach. Security isn't as strict over there as it is here, you see.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that was you? That's right. I am the one who dug up the information about Lou's past. Your very own Hartman was me on the lawn.
Alright.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Sam.
Yeah, like I figured he wouldn't be aware.
What's going on?
Well, where are we?
Sam. Poor Hartman here is understandably confused. If you give us a moment alone, I'll explain things to him.
Alright. Yeah. So we don't have to recap it. Episode 9, Puppets. Because Hartman is a puppet for Dead Man.
Well,
And Dahlman's a puppet.
Hartman of the situation. It's not unlike my own experience.
Yeah.
A soul finds itself in a puppet and then acts as a puppeteer. One's ka can reside in any vessel to which one has a strong attachment.
I was gonna say, I assumed he was a ventriloquist.
Or inanimate object. It makes no difference.
So you were a ventriloquist in the past. Okay. Alright.
It's Charlie. We've received an emergency distress call from the Eastern Environmental Observatory. I urge you to access the Adventurer's delivery terminal and pick up this main order immediately.
Alright. Let's go. Yeah, we'll just go straight out. Alright. Like, how much am I having to haul? That's the question. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Deliver chiral decontaminators. Okay. Wow, that is up on the mountain, baby. That is up there. Okay. Load onto the carrier. We're not taking the bike this time. Okay. Anything else I need to take? Might as well take the power gloves. And I still have ladders and climbing anchor. Yeah, we're good. Put on, swap the gloves. Then the combat power gloves can just get recycled. Well, okay, so can this climbing anchor. Yep. Recycled. Okay. Customized look. Alright. Go for the carbon look. Ah, dead man's glasses. Okay. Yeah. Nah, I'll stick with our... Alright, memory... Anything specifically? Battery discharger, cargo grenades I don't care about. Sharing boost. Extended light window. Okay.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Alright. Yep. Just gonna have to throw this back on. Oh, for fuck's sake, the hologram is the two of them being... Okay. I found a hot spring. Okay. Alright. On my way back from my latest venture, I came across a hot spring near the Motherhood. There aren't many of those. Okay. Hydraulics. I dug that hot spring. That's really cute, actually. You're going, I dug that. Rainy. Okay. Alright. Alright. Yep. 1.5 kilometers through the snow. Alright. Alright. Yeah, this one's just... As much as I would love to take the bike, this one is... This is all high mountain climbing, so this is all rock. So... Yeah. I'll say, because those climbing anchors I used... Let's see... Yeah... I'll say, could do the... Yeah, the west-facing slope is a bit easier, so... Yeah, we'll take the west side. It'll probably be a little longer, but it's... In the overall time it'll take us to do the climbing, it'll probably work out better. Alright. Yep. I don't know, mountain climbing's never really appealed to me. Yep. Alright. Because the funny part is, I'll probably get the heaters from... Yep. Yep. Alright. Alright. I'm sure the heaters are from someone. But I'll consider it just a time limit, basically. A soft time limit of dealing with your stamina. Alright. And we're almost... Yep. Yep, we're getting there. Push and push and push. Let's see. Well, since we got time, the other thing I was talking with someone the other day about is because I did the timeline of all the Soulsborne games, and how they interact and what leads to what. One thing I do want to do also is, what's the whole point of the story? Like, what's the story of the Soulsborne games overall? Alright. Well, at least there's plenty of sunlight, so we'll get our battery recharged quick. But yeah, so it was something like, well, what's the whole point of the story? And I'm like, well, if I had to say an overall what the point of the story is, or what the total story of the Soulsborne games are, is evolution and adaptation, changing and metamorphosis. Basically, everyone is doing the same thing. From gods down to the lowest mortal, to the lowest rat or slime. They're all just trying to survive. Alright. So, we either take the harsher, more... Okay. I do have a ladder on us. I have crypto. I have electrobiotes. Yeah. Alright. I have electrobiotes. I should really start using them more. But yeah. Alright. But yeah. If I had to give a point to the story of the Soulsborne games, it really would be something like basically the idea of evolution and survival. What that, how that would... The fact is, yeah, it's evolution and survival. It's how things change and have to change. I guess the clearest phrase I could ever use to describe it is necessity is the mother of invention. And all too often, in most of the Souls games, it's what's necessary is to survive is growing, death, is growing, and yeah. Yep. Avalanche is expected. Yay.
Sam, look out!
Oh. Okay. Okay. Didn't catch us. Yeah, that would have been bad. Alright. Get a drink. Alright. Okay. But yeah. Alright. And get up here. But yeah, and it's interesting because there's of course resistance to every change, but there's also the necessity of what the changes that come. You know, the defiance of the status quo. Alright, real quick, I'm gonna need the tools. Okay. Yeah, the ladders. Alright. The near high will drain Sam's consciousness gauge. Okay. Yeah, we're about as high as you get. Alright. Yeah. Air's too thin up here. Alright. Alright. We can do this. Alright. Might be easier to get the rocks. Yeah. Yep. Alright. Yep. Ow! God damn it!
You just dropped some of your cargo.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Ah. Yeah. Alright, let's... Motherfucker! Alright. God. Fuck, man.
Is your cargo alright?
Oh, yay. Okay. Sure. Okay. Okay. So that... Wow. Alright. Alright. Okay, put it away. Oh man, that was bad. That was real bad. Oh man. Okay, well, first time I failed anything, failed an order. Okay, hold.
Sam, look out!
Oof. Okay. Alright. Okay. So then... Yeah, that avalanche sucked. Alright. Okay.
Gotta stay warm.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, can we get... Alright, further up here maybe? Okay. We could go this way. Alright. Alright, so we know that that's a bit. Alright. Okay. Alright, we can do this. Right? Yeah, well, then we're hitting the altitude where it'll start making the air's thin enough that we can pass out. Oi. Alright. Okay. 400 meters. If we could go straight at them. Alright. Burn some battery. Alright. Okay. Yep. We can do this. Get up. Alright. Nice. Okay. Alright. 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 Well, a survival kit for our location. Alright. Alright, that's where we're headed. Alright, careful. Alright. I'm half expecting another quake to wipe me out. I mean, this is the most treacherous place. Gatequake happens, and this is all we are fucked. Alright. Oof. Hell of a precarious building. Yeah, there was no way you were getting a bike up this way. Oh, oh, oh. No. Alright. Alright, there is a ladder over there. Let's see. Alright, almost there. Alright. The Eastern Environmental... Only one person out here. Ridge Frost. Wow, that is a name.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Well, let's get inside. Alright. There you go. Oof. There you go.
Oh. Hey, you actually made it here. Right, right. lost for good. I'll take it. Truth be told, been waiting a long time for this moment. Go ahead and you...
Alright. Alright, that's a new one. Alright. Good gods, there's still one more chunk to this mountain. The oxygen mask, thank you.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Alright.
Alright. Connected to the network. Which means I can finally start fixing up this observatory. In case you haven't heard, you've been seeing an increase. More instances of strange phenomena outside network coverage, too. You know? After being alone all this time, I wasn't sure I'd be able to stay the course. Should be all set to hold down the fort now. Not exactly. Oh, I've shared schematics for an oxygen mask with you. I'll be a step. Personally, I'd recommend you wear one at all times when you're in my neck of the woods.
What are you monitoring here?
Tar current fluctuations and whatnot. Mostly in the eastern part of the continent and elevated region. Going forward, I'll also be paying very close attention. Unfortunately, the chiral cloud layer has been gradually descending. Everyone was suffering from exposure. You're the first friendly
Alright.
You know, at high altitudes. If you climb above the cloud layer, it saps your energy even if you're not doing anything strenuous. Over time, you'll cover less distance and be at increased risk of slipping and falling. It's a good idea to wear your oxygen mask.
Alright.
Mother Nature won't show you any mercy around these parts. The biting cold. Now would be a good time to make sure that you're fully prepared. By the way, the aeronautical engineer who lives northwest of here, seems something at the Ghost Met factory's got him all hot and bothered. In any case, I understand it's a lot. But that's why I'm hoping I can offer you stuff that'll be able to keep...
Okay.
This is the President, Sam. Chiral network coverage has just passed the 75% milestone here in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
The next leg of your journey will take you to the... Once the remaining region, the manifestation of a new plate, marshal your strength to overcome. We're all...
Alright.
Sam, Rain is not doing so great. It might be more of a mental than a physical issue. Do you remember the doctor from... We think she should be able... It was Tommen's idea. We already reached out. Since the motherhood's within the chiral network, once you've made it back to the ship, just head to your private room. But if there's anything you need to take care of before we depart...
Okay, so that's the hint of there's some stuff
Sam,
coming.
I'm contacting you via a different protocol. This private mode affords me a direct connection to you alone.
Uh-huh.
It seems Drawbridge has reason to suspect that APAC may have been involved in the production of ghost mechs. This possibility concerned me as well, so I conducted my own investigation and reaffirmed that APAC's underlying technologies are iterations. What I'm getting at, Sam, is that the guilty party is not APAC.
Nice way to shift the blame.
Which is to say, the UCA may also... This would perhaps explain why firearms and other weapons... The UCA's precursor, the United States of America, though Americans first took up arms, they retained the right to bear arms. APAC has no such designs, of course. But Higgs has used factory, and so the people of Australia, a distinctly American philosophy, and one which would appeal. The more we seek to unite the people with metaphorical rule, this particular situation is one that, which is precisely why I determined that it must not be the UCA, but a civil. But if the UCA is indeed somehow implicated, I realize it must be vexing not knowing what to believe. For my part, I must insist you not disclose that we've been in
Yeah. Everyone's being secretive, and if everyone just talked and worked together, it'd be easy to figure out. But because they aren't, they aren't. Okay, and now we have to go recover the Ghost Mech Factory cargo. And it has to go for the... Okay, aeronautical engineer, which unlocks another area. Okay. Alright, so I'll definitely need the oxygen mask. Okay, and one more climbing anchor, and we'll call it good. Okay, okay, nope, hang on. Climbing anchor can just go in backpack, oxygen mask, put on, and head out.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Alright. And off we go. Alright. Alright. You know what? The other thing we're gonna need, because it's just gonna make my life easier. You know what? Yeah. Grab, how many PCC2s can I make? Because what I'm thinking of is... Okay. Because you know what? You know what we're going to put out here? Alright. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna put a friggin' zip line up here. Alright. So you, I need a favor from you. I was too out of it when you realized when you were rescuing me in the snowy mountains, but I figured it out. You're the one who rescued me from the arms. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I need your help. There's some cargo addressed to me that I'd like you to fetch. Bring me first. I just need it all eventually. It looks like something completely out of this world. Okay, so that's another. Okay. Then what's happening with the groundwater? Okay. Alright. Put a zip line. Come on. You can do this. Ramoon Reborn. Okay. So, first thing we're going to do is take one of the PCC2s. Select structure. Zip line. Safe out. Nope. Zip line. Currently there's one down there. Perfect. Alright. Ghost mech. Okay. Alright. Then let's see about getting another one. Because we know where the aeronautic is. The aeronautic guy